The night wrapped the house in shadows as I awoke, my hand instinctively reaching out to the cold, empty sheets where she should have been. No alarm bells rang in my mind at first, only the steady hum of the refrigerator and a strange, rhythmic thumping that I couldn't quite place. Then, faint but deliberate, came sharp, intimate groans drifting from the kitchen, barefoot and silent. I moved to my own home like a ghost, heart pounding yet breath measured. At the kitchen doorway, I froze, breath lodged in my chest, to find her. My wife, Claire, bent over the counter, hair clenched tightly in her trembling hands, her body writhing under my brother's possessive grasp on her waist. His hand was rough, claiming her as if she belonged to him. Her voice, cut into the quiet like a knife, carried a cruel, mocking edge as she spat. He could never take me like this. He's small, pathetic, really. I stood paralyzed, silent, and rooted to the spot, my gaze locked on the brutal betrayal unfolding before me. My heart stalled, struggling to process the scene. Then fury surged, a cold, crushing fire replacing the love that once burned fiercely inside me. That night, I buried the man who trusted too easily, who clung to promises and loyalty even when they were broken. 8 years of marriage had woven our lives tightly together. My devotion to Claire was unwavering, the kind that senses silent pain and heals invisible wounds. I had given everything to her. Our home, her dream of owning a boutique, even forgiveness when she confessed to an emotional attachment with another man, swearing it never turned physical. I chose to believe her, clinging to the fragile hope that our bond was unbreakable. Then there was Luke, my brother, magnetic and wild. He had grown up in my shadow, but mastered deceit far better than I ever could. He stood by my side as best man, raising his glass to our love, all while mocking me in secret. How long had this betrayal been playing out behind my back? The signs were there, subtle but relentless. Missed calls, cryptic texts, Claire's sudden obsession with fitness, Luke's unexpected drop-ins. I ignored them, or maybe I just refused to see. One careless night, her phone was left unlocked, her iCloud exposed. Well, I found shattered every piece of my world. Photos, screenshots, a video showing Claire on her knees, whispering, darling, in atonement to another man, my brother. My heart turned to stone. I didn't confront him immediately. Instead, I wore the mask of the oblivious husband, hiding the pain behind forced smiles. I wouldn't act rashly. I would dismantle their lives with cold, calculated precision. First, I built my case, documenting every detail, dates, times, call logs, secret meetings. I installed hidden cameras in our bedroom and kitchen. They were brazen, using my home as their stage for betrayal. Quietly, I met with a divorce lawyer under an alias, cataloging assets and transferring joint accounts into trusts I controlled alone. Claire remained oblivious, lost in yoga classes and secret rendezvous. Then I launched a silent financial assault. Her boutique, the business I had bankrolled and nurtured, became my target. I redirected shipments, withdrew investments made in her name. The store began bleeding money, and she blamed vendors, never suspecting the true cause. All the while, I held her close, offering comfort even as I funneled funds offshore. Every step was legal, precise, relentless. The final act was exposure. I copied the damning video and stored it securely with my lawyer, myself, and a private server. I waited for our anniversary, when she wore a scarlet dress, the very same from the night I proposed. Her smile was radiant, blissfully unaware of the rot between us. In a softly lit restaurant, candles flickering, I slid a small gift box across the table during dessert. Inside lay a USB drive, her brow furrowed in confusion. "What's this?" she asked. "Watch it," I said evenly. "At home, by yourself." She laughed it off, kissed my cheek, and drove away, clueless. An hour later, her sobbing call came. I let it ring unanswered. 2 days later, she returned to find her belongings packed neatly by the door. Divorce papers awaited her signature, granting me full ownership of the house, her car, and her crumbling boutique. Drowning in debt, she screamed and begged, but I had only one answer. "He can have you. You're already his." She collapsed in the hallway, and I shut the door. Luke faced his own ruin. His pristine real estate career, his foundation, crumbled. I anonymously sent a video to his boss, accusing him of misusing client properties for personal gain. I sent another copy to his girlfriend. She left him the next day, taking his dog and half his possessions. His license came under review. His name became poison in an industry that abhors disgrace. He called me once, pleading to meet at a bar. Hollow, sleepless, he muttered, "I messed up, man." I sipped my whiskey slowly. "You made endless mistakes," I said. "This was just the final one." He tried to laugh, reaching out for the brother who no longer existed. "You took my wife." I met his gaze steadily. "I took your life. Fair trade." I walked away, leaving him alone amid the wreckage he'd built. Now the house is mine again, quiet, immaculate. Sometimes I pass the kitchen and hear faint echoes of her moans, her voice spitting my name like venom. But I no longer flinch. I sleep deeply, not because justice was served, but because I served it, not with rage or violence, but with strategy, silence, and relentless patience. They thought me weak. That stung most of all. Now they know the truth. Still waters don't just run deep. They swallow you whole, quietly, without remorse.